Hey everybody, this is Alan Fine. I'm here with Brent Hill, CEO of Tourism Fiji, who we spoke to last spring in Jamaica, and now we're here at the Skift Global Forum in Manhattan, and we're going to do an update. What's going on in Fiji here on Insider Travel Report. Thank you for coming all the way to New York after I came all the way to Fiji to see you.
Exactly, it's only fair, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
So let's talk about, as an update, where are we from 23 to 24? What are the numbers?
Well, the good news is, just from a raw numbers perspective, we're doing incredibly well. We had the biggest single month in Fiji's tourism history in July. And the good thing at the moment is, it's sustainable growth. It's growth that we are planning for and that we can meet, but, it's really exciting for our industry.
And you say sustainable growth, there's no over-tourism.
Definitely not in our part of the world, no.
You mentioned last time, so let's a little bit of a review, the GDP that tourism is for the islands.
Yeah, it's incredibly important. I mean, we're talking about 40% of GDP, and it just has that real natural flow-on effect. You see transport and retail and logistics, infrastructure, all of those areas growing really, really well because of tourism. So it has such a multiplier effect.
You're trying to hit what number?
Well, this year, it's somewhere around 990,000, right? So everyone wants to just round that up to 1 million. Look, that'd be great. But again, it's not all about the numbers, but that would be a really nice number to hit.
And what kind of numbers are you getting for visitors from the U.S. as opposed to other places?
I mean, US has been incredible. Double-digit growth out of the US. We're launching Dallas December 10, which we just can't wait for that. That's really, really exciting. And I think Americans are realizing, hey, there's this non-stop flights from LA, from San Fran, and I guess up into Vancouver as well. And I think they're just realizing, Fiji has this real beautiful authenticity with some of the mod cons that everybody wants as well. So, yeah, the growth out of America is incredibly exciting.
So generally, the West Coast is that's easy for them. We on the East Coast have to migrate west first.
That's right. But the good thing now is that Fiji Airways is aligned with American Airlines. They're a One World partner. So for me, for example, coming over here, it was as easy as checking in, bags all the way.
Oh, nice.
So it's nice, it's convenient. There wasn't a long layover. And of course, the one big thing that we've got over places like Hawaii is that we have the Fiji dollar. So the US dollar goes an awful long way. So if you're paying $1,000 a night Fijian for a beautiful room in America, you're only paying actually $440, somewhere around that. So it's pretty good.
So who's going? What's the demographic now? It hasn't changed since I spoke to you last?
Yeah, the demo is interesting. I mean, we've always been known as a family destination because the thing that Fiji does better than almost anywhere else in the world is our people and culture. So what that means is, they look after children, they love children. It's such a warm, safe place. We're seeing solo travellers, we're seeing female travellers, and we're seeing the retirees. So the great thing is there's real growth in some of those segments that we've been targeting. So yeah, it's really exciting.
I think adventure traveller as well.
Adventure is great. I mean, that's the area that we've had a real strategic focus for the last couple of years. Of course, people get attracted, the beach and the island, they're really interested in that. And then they realise, hey, wait, you guys have got like whitewater rafting and like scuba diving and surfing, some of the best surfing in the world. So that's really exciting for us because that's a real strategic priority.
And we talked about the attraction of cruise lines. How's that going?
Yeah, cruise is a really growing area because, it brings in a lot of people who do those adventure shore trips. So that's really exciting for us. We've probably doubled the amount of cruise ships that have come to Fiji in the last couple of years. It's not overwhelming. We have to be clear on that. It's we're not a Venice. We don't have 4 ships coming in all at one time. So they can spread out really quickly. And we work with the cruise ships. We're really keen to get a boutique operator out to some of our outer islands. So we're definitely putting the message out there to some of those wonderful boutique operators to say, look, come and base yourself in Fiji for a season, you'll do really well.
New hotels, anything you want to talk about, anything that's coming up?
Yeah, the two that are of most interest, we've got a brand new Crown Plaza that will be finished towards the end of the year. Another 320 rooms, beautiful beach club, amazing conferencing facilities. And then the Westin, which is getting a full renovation. It'll be virtually unrecognisable to what it was before. That's really exciting for us. And then a whole bunch of sort of conference, business, airport hotels, which we really lacked. And I think, for the business conference traveller, they were coming in and having to stay in resorts and paying the resort price. So that's going to change, and that's really exciting for us.
You had a campaign. Is it still where happiness comes naturally, or
it is? Okay. It is.
Let's talk about that. How did you come to that slogan?
Yeah, so that speaks to obviously the wonderful culture, and it's the point of difference about Fiji. Really, is that wonderful happiness that just comes from the Fijian people, and that you feel as a tourist when you come and stay in Fiji. That campaign has been incredible. We want to keep that going. We're never going to drop happiness. It's our DNA. And that naturally feel is about the fact that you just get that warmth. But of course you also get this beautiful nature. So we're looking forward to launching our next iteration of that before the end of the year.
I remembered going, I had some hotels where I was able to go with them to visit the village that supported.
Right.
And that was really immersive.
Right, and that's something we would say to everybody to do. We're here in New York City. It couldn't be further from New York City. I mean, this is, wonderful village life, very stripped back. I think it's an incredibly warm but emotive experience for people to connect with people living a completely different style of life. And you're really welcomed with open arms, and I'm sure you felt that. It's a thing that we recommend to everybody.
So the travel advisor who's wanting to book events, you have a lot of events. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, that's starting to really grow, that live tourism. That side, we welcomed the World Surf League, Fiji Pro, for the first time in August. We've got Spartan Fiji coming up. We had a NRL rugby match at the start of this year. So, we are working our way through that. We don't have, of course, the infrastructure of parts of the Western world, but we're working on that. And what we do have, we do really well. So, Spartan is a really good example where about 3,000 people come over to Fiji to test their limits and see how they go, and it's a great event.
I don't think we could talk about Fiji without talking about sustainability. I mean, the nature has to be protected, and that's not an issue there, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're at the forefront of climate change in Fiji. So, in that sense, it is really important that we're good custodians. There's a lot of information now getting out about interaction with wildlife, preservation of culture, reef, growing our reefs and preserving them. So, it's a collective effort, and we're certainly inviting to.
One of my events was to clean up a beach.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. I think everybody realises our impact on the planet, and we've just got to play a role, especially, as a tourist.
So for the travel advisors who have clients that are looking for that adventure, what should they do?
Yeah, so the big thing there is that's a real growing area. So, of course, for the agents, normally it's dealing with the hotel and the flight. But what we're really trying to push now is, talk to South Sea Cruises, talk to Mulla Mulla Beach Club, talk to Cloud9, the floating reef platform.
Oh, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, which is, really special. The skydive operators, we've got some good operators. We've got, things like quad bikes and so on that will take you into beautiful parts of Fiji on, old, forestry tracks. So, those guys are really keen. They want to work with everyone. We have our US roadshow coming up at the end of this month in September. So we're going to Dallas, New York, Toronto and LA. And we'll be back again prior to the Dallas launch on the 10th of December. Our team is based in LA. We have a PR agency that is across New York and LA. So, from our perspective, we're very keen to talk. We feel like, Fiji at the moment is a real buzz destination. People want to come. There's real value in it for the travel agents, and certainly the pricing is really aggressive with Fiji Airways. Yeah. I mean, you're talking US $699 return. I mean, that's pretty impressive. So you
have a partnership with them, do you not?
We do. So yeah, I would definitely say to the agents, seek us out, talk to the team. We're really happy to work with you.
Here's a question: there are a lot of islands that travel advisors can sell. Why Fiji?
I think, Fiji ultimately is what people are looking for now. I think people are growing a little tired of the sort of oversaturated, big high-rise, the same. I think in Fiji it is a real thirst for the senses. It's a different place, different culture, wonderful people. It's definitely worth putting on your list.
Let's talk about now how travel advisors can learn more and get involved.
So we have a program called the MATAI program, MATAI. It's really easy to find. That just means expert in Fijian. It's really easy. It's all video based. It's about giving you an understanding of Fiji, how to get there. Like I said, we have those non-stop flights. They all come into Nandi International Airport. And then from there, it's very easy to get out to where you need to get to. I mean, it's not a difficult destination.
So that all sounds interesting, but now we got to go there. Where do they go?
So specialist.fiji.travel, that's the URL. You'll get all the information, the videos. Check it out there. It's very, very simple, a lot of fun, and then connect to our team.
Well, thank you for talking to us. Welcome to New York.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
We're an island also.
Yeah, just a bit bigger.
Yeah.
But thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity.
And this is Alan Fine for Insider Travel Report.